Good day everyone. Today we will be discussing about the Escherichia acerosa, or also known as the zombie flies. Now that comes in your mind about concern or curiosity. Why is this organism also known as the zombie flies? Our case study is about the infection of this organism in diphtheria host.
Scientific classification: kingdom under fungi, phylum Entomopteromycota, order Entoralis, genus Stromylcea, and species Acerosa.
For the general characteristics of this organism, Escherichia acerosa is also known as the entomopathogenic fungus that infects fly hosts. Ibig sabihin ng entomopathogenic, it specifically infects insects or the fly host. Now, this organism creates open or the ulcerative cavities on the host. Ang dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng ulcerative or the open ulcerative doon sa host niya, ito yung dahilan kung saan doon naman i-release yung mga spores niya. Unlike many fungal infections, this rapidly kills the host, or the Escherichia acerosa allows the insect to remain alive. Ito yung dahilan kung bakit natatawag ang Escherichia acerosa as the zombie flies. Now, it functioning or the promoting the spore dispersal of the organism before the death of the host.
For our short case analysis, case background, location, brackish wetland ecosystem. For the host, overflies or Serpidae. So the symptoms are infected flies exhibit lethargy, erratic flight, and open lesions on the abdomen exposing fungal structure. Behavioral changes. Despite the visible damage, flies remain active and engage normal behaviors like feeding, mating, increasing spore dissemination. For the outcome, eventually the flies succumb to infection and their fungal-laden bodies contributed to further environmental contamination.
As we can observe in the behavioral changes of the organism or the host, which is the hoverflies, doon talaga natin ma-observe na nagkakaroon ng zombie flies because yung host niya is remain active or nagkakaroon pa nga ng normal behaviors. Nagkakaroon ng normal behaviors yung host natin, di ba? And it can increase, or it can, the host can also do a mating, and also this comes kung nagkakaroon ng mating yung host natin is nagkakaroon ng spore dissemination, na yun yung dahilan kung bakit napapatuloy yung transmission ng organism. Okay, the continuation of our discussion, we have the pathophysiology. And this comes with the pathophysiology, the infection process. For the infection process, we have the spore attachment and germination. Further, you can read the spore attachment and germination.
Fungal spores land on the host exoskeleton and penetrate the cuticle using enzymatic degradation. For
the spore attachment or germination, nasabi dito na ang fungal spores daw ay nagkakaroon ng or nagpe-penetrate doon sa exoskeleton ng host natin, di ba? Gamit yung enzymatic degradation. For the second in our infection process partner is about the invasion and proliferation. The invasion and proliferation partner says that
once inside, fungal hyphae spread through the hemopole or the body cavity, absorbing nutrients from the host tissue.
Okay, this says, yung fungal hyphae daw ay kumakalat na doon na sa homocoid or the body cavity of the host. Ang nangyayari doon, while nagpenetrate na siya doon sa, or kumalat na siya doon sa body cavity ng host natin, this comes the absorbance or the absorbance of the nutrients from the host tissue. And invasion and proliferation, others says partner that
the immune response of the host is often insufficient to halt fungal growth.
Other than that, we can see that sa image this emphasizes the official infection of this organism. And the figure number 22, the specimen with abdominal hole. As you can see here, in the abdominal hole of our host, this remains alive. And other than that is in the figure number 23, a specimen filled with resting spores. Ibig sabihin, while alive, yung organism natin, it looks normal. Walang nangyayari kung titingnan natin yung host natin. Parang yun bang remain alive yung host natin while it is bringing an infection.
Without signs and symptoms.
Yeah. Other than that is this comes with the appearance of our spores. And the appearance of our spores partner is?
Like torpedo shape.
Yes, that comes with the torpedo shape. In colored contrast of our spores, the torpedo shape spores is, you can see there. As well as here in the figure number 25, this also comes with the appearance of our spores and other states. And the ulceration or the cavity on the host is, as you can see here in the figure number 29. Ito yung appearance. Ito yung appearance ng ulcerative lesion natin doon sa host natin. Other in our infection process is the lesion formation. Following this is the lesion formation and the spore release. And in the lesion formation and the spore release, partner says that
over time, Stromycea acerosa breaches the host cuticle, forming an ulcerative cavity where spores are actively released. Unlike most viral infection, the host remains mobile and continues its activity, maximizing fungal transmission.
Yes, you can observe there that the host remains mobile and continues its activity. That's why this organism is described as the zombie flies. Because it is continuous activities, or the host remains alive, and it also maximizing the fungal transmission. Other than lesion formation and the spore release, we have the host mortality. The host mortality says that
eventually systemic damage and depletion of host energy lead to death. And the fungal spores persist in the environment, awakening new hosts.
Now this comes the end of the transmission of our organism, the host mortality. This is the systemic damage and depletion of the host. Dito na namamatay yung host natin while the fungal spores persist in the environment, waiting for the new host. Eventually, kahit namatay na yung host natin, andyan pa rin yung host sa environment, waiting for the new host. For the laboratory diagnosis,
visual identification. So, flies exhibit abdominal ulcers exposing fungal cunina. Like microscopy, direct examination of spores reveals characteristic conidial morphology, typical for Stromycea species. And PCR testing and DNA sequencing. Sequencing fungal DNA sequences confirm Stromycea acerosa and distinguish it from other enteropathogenic fungi.
Now, we have the treatment. Challenges in treatment. There are currently no direct antifungal treatments for infected diphtheria hosts in the wild. This is the challenges when it comes to treatment of this organism. There are no current, ibig sabihin wala pang treatment from the diphtheria host simply because this organism, in our case, this organism simply infect insects. As per we do research, during this case, the first case of this organism is recorded in Denmark, which only infects, or which only this organism resides in insects. That's why there are no currently direct antifungal treatment for this infection. Other for our challenges in treatment partner is,
since acerosa primarily affect insect population, management strategies focus on the population control rather than direct treatment.
Since stated on the first paragraph of challenges and treatment that there is no direct antifungal treatments, the management or management strategies focus on population control. Ibig sabihin, yung mga organism or the diphtheral host is kinokontrol na lang rather than the direct treatment. Now, we have the potential control measures for this. First, we have the environmental management. The environmental management says that
reducing humidity and artificial insect layering environment may limit fungal spread.
For environmental management says that this may limit the fungal spread. This is effectively supposedly. Since there is an environmental management, this may limit the fungal spread of our organism. Other than environmental management partner, we have the biological control. Biological control says that
natural predators of infected flies could help limit fungal transmission.
Other than environmental management, we have the biological control. Biological control, this comes with the predators fighting with the host, right? Pag mayroong flies, ibig sabihin mayroong mga predators na, diba? And that comes with our predators, that also limits the fungal transmission of our organism. Other than biological control, we have the fungal antagonist. And the fungal antagonist partner says that
exploring fungal or bacterial competitor that inhibit Strongwellia acerosa growth could provide new strategy.
The fungal antagonist is supposedly, this is variable since bacterial competitors is limited due to the growth control. While it is variable, this also provide new control strategies. Now, for the last part of our report or case presentation, we have the discussion. This comes with the final diagnosis of the patient that to be discussed by
Strongwellia acerosa infection in hoverflies, confirmed through clinical sign, microscopy, histopathology, and molecular testing. So, how is the etiologic agent diagnosed? What are the process tests performing that aided in the diagnosis of the disease? So, based on microscopic lesions like microscopy, histopathology, and PCR sequencing. Third, what are the diseases commonly associated to re-isolate? We have chronic entomophthalomycosis, host manipulation, and pollinator population decline. And lastly, how is the differential diagnosis done in similar result? Distinguished from Entomophthora muscae, Bueveria, Bassania, and Metallisium spp. Though lesion type, host behavior, spore morphology, and molecular sequencing.
Yes, I would like to highlight the etiologic agent diagnosis. So, ano na yung mga processes and tests performed that aided the diagnosis? Macroscopic lesion. Macroscopic lesion, this is the primary observance of the lesion sa ating host. Kung ano yung observation ng mga ulcerative lesion din sa ating host, that comes with the macroscopic lesion. Like microscopy, this can be also usable or beneficial for the observance of our ulcerative lesion and also the spores coming from our host. Histopathology and also the PCR sequencing. And I would like also to highlight that this is commonly associated. Meron tayong chronic entomophthalomycosis, the host manipulation. This comes with the zombie. Alito na naman yung idea kung bakit nagkakaroon ng zombie flies. This is the host manipulation, diba? And also, pollinator population declines. Kung babalikan natin kung ano yung host natin, meron tayong mga flies. What is the purpose of the flies in our environment? The flies can be usable for pollination of our flowers, other plants that requires pollination. And then yung pollinator population declines. And that wraps our discussion about a Strongwellia species. I am Dean K. Bandila and
I'm Chris Banjit P. Pulino.
And thank you for watching.